Okay guys, we're going to take the Fiero for a little bit of a quick run. Like I said in the previous video, I don't really drive this car a whole lot. So about once a week or once every other week or so, I just kind of drive it around the neighborhood a little bit. So let's see. Fired right up. Funny because it's been sitting for almost 2 weeks and this thing just goes. So let's see. It's weird because my daily car is a little small SUV, so it sits up a lot higher than this. When I get in this car, I feel like I'm actually sitting on the ground. Let's take it for a quick little run. Like I said, I just tooled it around the neighborhood a little bit, just get its legs stretched out. You know, the funny thing about this car, as old as it is, you know, we got it in 1985, it still runs almost exactly the way it did the day we got it. And the funny thing is that it still has like this, I don't want to say new car smell to it because that wouldn't be the right thing to say, but it has like this nice clean smell inside of it. And when you get in the car, it's smelled exactly the same way since 1985. I can't really explain it, but you can see it does run pretty smooth. We're just going to take a quick little jog through the neighborhood here. I've been living here for about 17 years. It's a nice little area. I can't really take her out on the open road. I've got my car on non-op right now, so I can only take it a little around the block a little bit and bring it back. I do need to get it serviced because I run it for a little while and then the check engine light comes on, so I don't really know what's causing that, but mechanically it appears to be running relatively normal. I don't see any real issues with it, but that's the only thing going on. Once I get that situated, then I can get it back on the road on a regular basis. But honestly, I don't really want to drive it that much. I'm trying to preserve it as much as I can. It has 176,000 miles on it, and it still runs like a top, you know. I'd like to keep it under 200,000, obviously. But so far, so good. I was watching a video not long ago, and this guy had one of these, and he was swapping out the motor for, it looked like a Honda VTEC motor. And I never saw the conclusion of that video. And I was really curious to see how that was going to pan out for him, you know. I just never saw the video, the rest of the video. If this guy watches this video, by any chance, if he can finish his, I'd appreciate it. I think I'm going to cruise right over here and just drive through the new neighborhood. They're building some new homes over here. You know what, since there's direct sunlight, I'm just going to turn. Let's just go this way. And there's a back road back here that leads to a levee out where a lot of people go fishing. And I've driven out there before. It's pretty deserted, not a lot of cars. But the problem is it's very bumpy. And this car's suspension is not very forgiving, as most of you probably know that own a Fiero. It's very bumpy. And if I go down this road, if I make a left right here and just continue to go down, it's like going down a roller coaster. It's super bumpy. So I'm just going to flip a U-turn and start heading back. No power steering. You got to put some muscle behind your hustle. You can hear the motor still sounds pretty good. I'm going to take it down and get the oil changed here pretty soon because it's been running on the same oil for a while, although I don't really drive it a lot. I still want to clean out all the fluids, but it's still running pretty good. I don't want to turn, I don't think my AC is going to kick on, and I definitely don't want to open my window because it's going to drown out the audio here. You can see a lot of new homes being built out here. When I first moved out here, there wasn't, I mean, my neighborhood was actually complete, but none of these homes were out here. It was just all open fields, and I was kind of disappointed when I saw the houses popping up because there's some really good views out here of Mount Diablo. People actually park right out here and just watch the sunset and stuff like that. So that's kind of a bummer because this is all going to be covered with homes. But what can you say? Progress, I suppose. You got this wall here, this little sound wall. You can see where all the houses are going to go. this thing is still really fun to drive. I mean, you can see it really moves still. You know, it's not a monster by any stretch of imagination, you know, but it is really fun to drive. Not bad. I'm gonna run back to the house now, let her go back to sleep. Almost there. So I try not to drive it in the night because the headlights, they have a mind of their own. Like sometimes they both come up, sometimes only one comes up, and then there are times where I can't get the right one to go down. So I just don't mess with the headlights anymore. Anyway, we're back home. I'm gonna put her back in the garage, let her get some sleep again. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys.